buddy, Crowbcat, released an interesting video. He also changed the title 3 times, but I want to watch it with you guys because I'm not a fan of nitpicky content. This is not going to be me hating on a dude or whatever, but I want to break down and like debunk some of his stuff.
You know, Aki, I was wondering if you might recognize a group.
I don't really know what the point of this first shot is. Doesn't really, I don't know. Maybe that's just the beginning, like, hey. But like this first shot is just him like, oh yeah, the houses look different. No shit, it's a reimagining, man. Like it's a remaster, you know? Maybe that's what they was going for, more decrepit, torn up village. I'm confused. Both intros are really good at establishing different things, different enemies. So I'm confused on his point here. I'm very confused in that beginning. There's just 2 different intros, but you kill the same guy at the end. Leon, at the end of each encounter, Leon knows that something's going on and the guy attacked him. I'm confused. All right, next one. This is fake, not fake, but in the beginning of the reimagining, it does say Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4.
He verbally Resident Evil 4, but it only says it after the game. I feel like that's kind of like a bait and switch. He does say it. They say it differently though, Resident Evil 4, but he says it. I don't get that point. All right, environment and atmosphere. So I'm just gonna wait until it at the end of every chapter and then just break everything down. I feel like that's the most productive we could do. All right. He's breaking down the environments, right? And these criticisms don't really have a leg to stand on because, of course, the environments are going to be a lot different. First of all, when you're dealing with graphical, like, prowess, like the graphical power within a reimagined game from 2023 to 2005, there are going to be some aspects that's going to look different, from lighting to how everything is designed, to the little details of everything, to the textures. This is a reimagined place of where the original village was. And first of all, like, he's comparing it and he's saying Soulless to some of these, but these are like hands down beautiful. It's just darker. It's just darker because the village in the remake is more of a creepier, darker vibe. Less ambient sound effects are used in the remastered. I don't think that's true. It was. He did turn down the volume, and I'm not gonna get to that point yet. I want you guys to, want all of us to have a discussion about it, because I do think the ambiance in the remake is a lot better. It's a lot more subtle, but it is a lot better. And he did turn down the ambient sound. He did factually do that. The game is not this quiet. Guys, I've been streaming this game for hours on end. The game isn't this quiet. I had to turn the game down. So I think it's a little disingenuous that he's like, oh yeah, the game is super quiet, this game is. No, it isn't. Alright, now we get into this chapter.
Vayan por detrás.
Why are these people? What are they planning?
Exactly, Insanity. He turned the volume down on this one. It is not this quiet. You could tell he turned the volume down on this one. And this is him presenting like this false equivalence because I guess he's trying to say the OG was a lot more fast-paced with the camera angles and the special things or whatever. but this also sets the tone for it. The direction is more jarring. It shows Leon just looking instead of talking. It's different. It's just different. Leon isn't like, who are these people? What does that even mean? OG had less trees, so it's better. This place is in a different location, so it's better. The door, man. I don't think a deep southern village is gonna have big metal gates with the whole
big
city in it.
cheese. What?
Joder, not this guy. Who are you? Okay, stop right there.
The introduction to the big cheese in both games show him as a threat, as a main menace. Somebody who's just calm, cool, calm, and collected. Mans is a Lorax. Facts. He did not jump out the window, so the OG's better because he jumped out the window. He did over the top thing, so he's better. Bodies in trash can. Of the same textures. Bones and Hail Bell? The OG is way better because it showed bodies instead of bones. It was more subtle. Better find her fast. Like, what is that? What is this comparison? What is it? I'm confused on the comparison on this because a lot of these are super niche critiques. What does that mean? He just showed you two different lakes. What's the criticism? Lake. It doesn't, the criticism is empty. What do you mean it feels soulless? Because the lake looks different? Leon passes out on the OG and wakes up in its night. This game is slowly transitioning to night. That's the only difference. The lighting is different. And the no sex discrimination thing isn't in there. The lady's not on a pitchfork because it wouldn't make sense because they are a village. Why would one of their own be killed with the pitchfork? They forcefully turned everybody in the village into a parasitic monster. So why would she be up there with a pitchfork? It didn't really make any sense, especially in the remake. In the OG, it's like, oh, cool. But like here, like it's nothing to really criticize. It's different. There's bones in a hay bale, so it's like, oh my god. But I know I missed the bodies in there. It doesn't make a difference. It still establishes that this village is murderous, just in different forms.
Shit. Vámonos. Okay, ándale.
I have to break down everything. Also this. Cutscene different. That's the other thing. I think he's setting up how the camera direction in the new game is something less cinematic, but you got to understand that Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005. So like it was taking bits and pieces of a lot of like action movies and horror movies around the time. And a lot of movies like that had camera angles everywhere to show the reaction of everything. And I feel like the remake is doing a job of having the camera more closer to Leon to really show like his confusion. Like it's like Leon is the main character, so you're seeing a lot more things more intimately through his eyes rather than from the old school action movie perspective, which a lot of people probably have taken a problem with, but it's like they're just adapting and evolving with what, like how they produce games and how they're presenting the game now. I don't understand that argument. It's like, this game is different. Direction different. No shit. It's an 18-year-old game. This looks edible. Facts. The save music is still good.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Rápido! Rápido!
What, look about it. What was that criticism? Dialogue different. Leon did not say anything to Hunnigan. He did not say lonely. Like, bro, he just woke up from a parasitic coma.
¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido! ¡Ay! ¡Se vuelve loco! ¡Mierda!
What's good, Shark? I'm breaking down Crowbcat shit video. Not shit. It differs from opinion, but it's a shit opinion. Sorry, I'm late for streaming. No, it's cool. All right. I'm gonna wait until this cutscene's over, and then I'm gonna break it down.
Jesus Christ!
So I don't know what his criticism is, that it has more soul because the giant punched 4 farmers, but it makes no sense. Like, it's just different. Both cutscenes does a good job establishing what type of foe you're about to be facing. And it also, the second, I can argue with even the remake, it sets up the second foe. It shows the big red guy, he like messes and awakens the parasites within the villagers and in the castle. It sets him up before you actually get to fight him. Like, it shows him like why he is a foe. And it also sets up the giant dude because he bursts through. And you like first time players with the remake, they spend all day wondering what the fuck is behind those big ass doors. You know what I'm saying? And then they see the guy, the red guy, sets up that he can awaken the parasites and wake up the big ass monster, parasite monsters and shit like that. The guy control wouldn't attack the farmers because they're on his side. Exactly. Why would the giant attack the farmers? We've seen already that this entire village, castle, cult, whatever, are all on one side. They're all on each other's side. So why would they go out of their way to attack? Like, why would the giant attack its own people? They're all in the hive mind. Why would they attack each other? It doesn't really make any sense if you want to think about it from the remake's perspective. This remake sets up more that the village is more of a unit. It sets up that this cult is more of a unit, a one-man army, basically. Not a one-man army, but you know what I mean. Like an army that's together. They help each other. And saying that it's soulless because the cutscene is different and it sets up more, it shows that this cult is more of, a hive mind, is stupid. How is that soulless? It's just different. You can even argue that's more cinematic the way it sets it up. You have a fucking, it got zooming on its face, and then it does this. With the fucking rumble, and you have the, like the Indian screaming. Like, that's actually, bro. What about this? It's different. Different. There's virtually nothing bad about this. No giant painting of him because the giant painting was in Chief Mendez's house in the reimagining.
You okay?
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
Hey, trust me.
You got it, shorty. Cool. All right. He's a little bit mad at this cutscene where they introduce Sadler, but I can argue that Sadler's introduction in the OG was always kind of dumb, because I even said it during some of my challenge videos. It doesn't make sense why Sadler's at that church and he doesn't immediately go after Leon and Ashley, because they literally just jumped out the window 2 feet away from him. Sadler's already shown to be a pure, like, a capable big bad, so he wouldn't just let the window stop them. So I feel like they did it a lot better, showing that Sadler's not there, but his presence is still felt. He's still kind of there in their heads. So I feel like that's why they did that, because it doesn't make any logical sense why the leader of the cult would be there and also not pursue them, because what's the point of him being there? He just, in the OG, he shows up, yeah, my name's Sadler, and watches them jump out a window right in front of him. Yeah, he changed up the title, and then he changed it back. I want to see the like to dislike ratio. Yeah, 35K dislikes.
Hey, what are you looking at? Oh, you pervert! Leon!
And this is the crux of the video. This nigga is mad he cannot look up virtual skirts. Bro. I cannot look up this young, barely 18-year-old skirt of a game that came out 18 years ago. Like, I cannot look up her skirt. This is how you sound, bro. This is how you sound. Like, you sound. That's a weird ass thing. Who fucking cares? Oh, it's one of the things. People argue it's one of the things that make RE4 great. How? You're just looking up somebody's skirt. It's like, oh yeah, cool. It's not even like an Easter egg. It's just, why? Why do you, how does that make the game soulless that you cannot look up somebody's skirt? How does it make the game soulless? I cannot enjoy my virtual harassment. I want to look up her skirt. This is how you sound, bro. It's like a fucking nerd. Nothing wrong with being a nerd, by the way. Damn, he lost 10K subs. That's fucking crazy. Like, King, come on. You fucking weirdo. I don't mean to call people out their name, but it's like, this isn't even a good criticism. Who preach peace when they want to yell slurs? Exactly. Like, people are calling this, they called this censorship. What? What do you mean censorship? I cannot look under her skirt, so I'm being censored. Nigga, if you want to look up skirts so bad, bro, just go, like, bro, you're on the internet. Just go on Twitter, bro. You already know the websites y'all should go on to look at shit like that. I'm not about to talk about it, but it's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my rant for that.
Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Hey, I see you found your missing señorita.
Señorita has a name and it's Ashley. You are?
Name's Luis. Encantado.
Great. We all have names.
Nigga is mad because he didn't say the ballistics line. First of all, even in the OG, she got mad. Hello? Even in the original game, she got mad. She literally called him rude. How are you mad that he didn't like comment on her figure in this new game, bro? Do y'all think niggas just go around commenting on titties like unprovoked on some weird like, and they was like, oh, this is censorship. They should keep the line in. Why? Why do you want that? Like, my nigga, if you're so starved for that line, replay the game again. Matter of fact, clip that same clip and watch it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Motherfuckers are so mad they don't get top-notch jiggle physics and ballistics. It's not that serious, gang. You need to go outside and talk to women. Here, go to this website. I spelled it wrong. Go to this website. Here you go. A nice little job website. You can find all types of shit. Go here, man. Don't be weird. Do not be weird.
Names.
It's different. Bro gotta go to church. That ass.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
God, I thank you for...
Both of these cutscenes are good. Both of these cutscenes are good.
You want to get ugly? Let's get ugly.
His eye isn't a key item in the new game no more. Sorry. There's no enemies because it's going into the castle is the trap. That's it. That's a beautiful introduction to the castle.
Follow me.
There's no chase at the end. That's it. Like,
Encontre!
You take that one.
Okay.
Ready?
¡Maldito sea! ¡Mierda!
I love when people turn down the volume on the ambiance just to try to hammer home a biased opinion about a remake, a reimagining of sorts. The castle gate's closed because it's a trap.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's been established that it was a trap. Going into the castle was a trap.
Come on.
I don't care about the background and the save things. The castle's more ancient and decrepit. Each one of them looks badass. Exactly, Wacky. Both are good.
I was starting to wonder when you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar, the 8th Castellan of this magnificent architecture.
A most warm welcome to my castle. Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon.
I would say the ambiance is better than the remake in my opinion. Both are good, but the LG is too bright.
No thanks, bro.
Exactly, bro.
My.
This is an old Spanish castle in the middle of Europe. It's not going to be that lit. It's not going to be that brightly lit.
Mátalo.
Mátalo. Ahí está.
Follow me.
Leon,
Still the same thing.
Ah, the entertainment.
The same thing, man.
Watch out!
Thank you for turning down the combat music, man. There's no enemies in the area, so the combat music is over. Wait, there's no music playing. Oh, so that means the OG did it right. The OG did bad because there's no music. You see what I mean? See how like with G's clips with nothing playing, it like you see what I like how people can create biases with things. Like, oh yeah, the remake is, now that I think about it, the remake is very silent. But with these clips, you immediately contradict your point because there's no music playing in these ones either. Oh. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is what I mean. People be crazy. There's no nights down that hallway anymore. Wow. Wow. What's the difference? Maze is different. I will admit they made Maze overcomplicated, but he's not even critiquing that. He's just saying Maze looks different.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Exactly, Shark.
Now.
You know what? This is what I mean. Like, this dude contradicts his own critiques.
You can stop right there.
The Ada introduction was badass, but they do their own thing. This is more grounded, so they're doing. It's still the same. They just fight less.
Well, after
like she just doesn't do the backflip.
Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
That kick is dumb sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
I would argue that OG had a better Ada since her voice actors were appropriate for her character.
Leon.
Yeah, but that's the like.
Long time no see.
If he managed to, he's critiquing it now. But if he managed to just focus on like honest criticisms and not attacking anybody and not trying to nitpick things, maybe he could have an argument. Like, yeah, the voice acting was Ada. She did a decent job. I understand people's criticisms for it, but at the end of the day, Capcom, like as an actor and a voice actor, Capcom signed off. Yeah, you just said what I was about to say. Exactly. Like at the end of the day, Capcom signed off on those takes, and it was just like, all right, these takes are good enough. So it's like, yeah, there's criticism to be had about certain performances, but if Capcom is saying they're good enough, then it's like, well, those are the takes they ideally wanted, and like her explaining what character she was going for, maybe that works. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it could have been better. Me personally, I was like, this is all right, I guess. I'm not gonna turn into like a mega like, this was blame the directors who told her she did good. Yeah, exactly. It's like Hannah Christian in the prequels. Like, you gotta work with the material given. You gotta blame the directors. Directors give you a direction, even if you're doing voice work. Like, can you say this more like this? All right, can now say this more like this? All right, now say this sentence more like this. Okay, that's good. That's what they do. So it's like, if they didn't give her any other notes or they didn't want to say like make her do other retakes, that's honestly, like, I don't, that's their vision. I can't, end of the day, we can criticize that. And that's something I'm going to stick by. Like, we can criticize the voice acting and some of the line deliveries. Some of them, again, didn't hit as hard or intimately as you wanted them to. But at the end of the day, it wasn't no game-breaking stuff. So let's see what he...
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town.
People don't think actors just come and read a script and act when it's the director's job to direct the actor. Exactly.
Mr. Scott Kennedy.
You are nothing, if not unyielding, Mr. Kennedy.
Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
If you become
this
unpleasant to our eyes,
you'll
face severe consequences.
Oh, Almighty, grant me the
I
strength.
love Mendes' new voice, though.
Crush your enemies.
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. But then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows.
Mendes has a lot more dialogue. Yeah, and I love it.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Un forastero!
Un forastero!
Ahí está. Mátalo.
That's how you know he turned down the volume. That's how you know he turned down the volume. You couldn't even hear his delivery. You couldn't even hear it. What? You couldn't even hear it. The dialogue and the voice acting in the games are different. Old games being a bit more corny and goofy compared to modern games being darker and more serious and the same as old movies from the 50s versus modern movies. Exactly. Even though he turned down volume, I do think OG did that scene better, admittedly. The Matalo scene, I admit, they did it better because it had more, like in the OG, yes, I love that. I even said that like while we was playing, I was like, no, I kind of miss like when he, like, cause they yell it like, that's a belly like yell. I love that. But I feel like now they were going for more of a grounded performance from everybody. And even then the villagers, like, the villagers in the remake have some really good lines. Like, that guy, that one pitchfork farmer is not the only guy that says, "Ooh, forastero." Like, they have other people saying, they say it, like, with some gumption. You know what I'm saying? And Cap, I agree with you 100% because it's like, Resident Evil 4 came out 2004. Dialogue and delivery was so different in 2004, 2005. Characters spoke more like they're playing the act. Like characters back then were like, wow, this is crazy. That's how characters talk. Wow, this is crazy. Oh yeah, like Leon was playing a cool, badass, quippy guy. And like every character from every game was talking like that. Like, oh yeah, wow, this is, and now games are evolving now. So they're trying to make the dialogue more grounded, more calm. Like, hey, this is how Leon is doing. And Leon is shown in this game as somebody with a lot of trauma. He's more grounded. He's more, introverted. He's more reserved. So a lot of his lines and delivery are just him still keeping that reserved persona. Even when Ada and him is in a speedboat and she's like, and Leon's like, I'm changed. And she's like, no, we just think you changed. She knows that Leon's putting on that act that he's like, oh yeah, I'm big, I'm tough. I'll get the job done. I'm serious. But she knows he's putting on that act. Like reading between the lines of that. Some of the line deliveries, I will admit, even Wacky said it, some of the lines delivery in the OG had a lot more gumption. And I feel like they should have made some of the cultists more over the top because they're cultists. But yeah, I do agree. Both of the games are gonna have areas where they're better than the other, and that's fine because Soulless and Nitpick is play exactly. It's goofy as shit. Also has to do with the technology. Like, imagine they tried doing the ending of Red Dead 2 back in 04. Exactly. Seven-year-old villagers aren't gonna pick you up over their fucking shoulders, man. You do have increased strength. They can break your neck,
Got something
but they're not gonna do
that might
all of
interest
that.
you.
It's just different.
Let's do some.
And from that perspective, since they're including the knife and knife durability, they had to make it so Leon can pull his knife out and stab them. That's just from like a design perspective. That's not them, you know, lifting him over the head and like, oh, they changed that. It's that. Even this, like, bro, the Gloria las Plagas, that's a good ass delivery. Like when he says that, Gloria, like that's a good ass. I don't care what nobody says. I love that. They yell, they grunt. I would say I fuck with the old merchant more, but I understand. I do fuck with the old merchant more. Yes, 100%. Simply because the new merchant talks too damn much. Same thing. It's in the game.
Got something
How
that
is
might
Soulless?
interest you. Let's do some business then, eh? Welcome.
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 He's just quieter.
A choice of an avid gun collector. Ah, a choice of an avid gun collector.
Delivery different. Delivery different, that means bad.
Thank you. Thank you. Come back anytime.
No time to come.
Come back anytime.
You can't kill the merchant. Like, even these specific nitpicks are so fucking stupid. What is bad about this? What does this mean? What does this mean? Texture's different, bad. What the fuck are you talking about? They both look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can't kill merchants, so it's different. It's been established this game is harder. To be fair, I feel like the OG RE4 merchant had more oomph to his tone voice. Though admittedly the remake merchant had more dialogue, arguably a little too much. He definitely never stops talking. Even though the merchant, I feel like in the remake, he doesn't have oomph, but he has that, like he has like a swagger to him now. He's a little more sassy. Look at the suplex is still great. Just because their heads don't fucking explode doesn't mean anything. Reload animation different. I do miss the decapitation though. RE4 Remake 100% wins this one. Chainsaw Death Remake is brutal. Yes. That's fucking brutal. What's the difference? What is the difference? Holes in his body. But he doesn't hang on, so it's bad.
Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
fall for this old trick.
How dare you! No more games! Kill him!
Kill! No quick time event, so bad.
Aquí nos despedimos, Señor Kennedy.
Having one of his right hands throw him in doesn't make a difference from the trapdoor. Still an ambush. Exactly, bro. It's like, I feel like being able to fall that scene has more tension. True, but it's just quick time events are gone, so it's like, I do miss the thing you could shoot his like bell. Wait. Oh, you mean the low droning music in the OG has more soul than the triumphant giant music that you face when you're fighting with Luis? Wait. But I thought when things are low droning or the music is too low, then that means it's bad. Crowbcat, it sounds like you're kind of consistently contradicting yourself. Well, you wouldn't do that just to make a biased video, right? Would you? Wow. Fuck. I guess it's not better. Fuck. Like, I guess he contradicted himself again. Oh. At this part, I can't die at that part, so I hate. It's a nice little funny story in OG, but if it's different, whatever.
Been a long time, comrade. Krauser.
This has a lot more weight to it, though.
Long time no see, rookie. Major Krauser? What the hell? Why?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley. You got John quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
Even I don't get killed because of a bullshit cutscene after the whole ass boss fight again? Facts.
What do you want?
I mean, when cutscene different? Bro, this doesn't make any sense. The Krauser fight in the remake
the sample
is 10 times more fun.
That's all.
Ashley, it was you. Catch on quick. Didn't I teach you? Knives are faster.
The boss fight in the remake is more fun.
Not good.
If you want to actually compare them, how about you show the gameplay of you fighting Krauser instead of just the quick time event cutscene compared to the cutscene? Because if you're gonna strawman and change the goalposts a lot, how about you show the actual gameplay of the actual fight? Are you gonna do that, Crowbcat? I want you to. I want to see it. One hand, the Krauser fight in OG. Yeah, it's one of the best QTE scenes, but the Krauser boss fight in the remake is so fun. Like, it's so fun. It's so much fun. I do love the QT in the OG, but the boss fight is
comrade.
It's great. It's basically a combination of you learning, like the culmination of you basically using your knife on him.
Ada! Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Oh, but he's gonna skip over. Is he gonna skip over the Krauser boss fight because it doesn't fit the narrative of the video? Wow. So you don't interact with Krauser in this cutscene. So he's making it seem like you only fight Krauser in that cutscene with no quick time event, and he just kicks the shit out of you and stands over you. That's how you're presenting something. That's how you present a false narrative, because you're making it seem like nothing happened between you getting kicked all the way over there and Krauser standing over you. You're making it seem like nothing happened. If you want to be fair and honest, you should compare the QuickTime event cutscene that is really fun to the boss fight that is also really fucking fun. But no, you're gonna put the cutscene and the QuickTime event together to make it seem like they took it out entirely. That's great. I love this. That's amazing.
Enough play, rookie. You haven't changed a damn bit.
Oh.
Got some business to take care of.
Sigh!
See you later.
Women.
Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
Same thing. You just can't see her thigh. Door jump scare.
Hello, stranger.
Stock Wilhelm scream. Okay. Rolling him out because you see Ada Wong's style in 440 exactly 1440p.
Fuck are you?
But the violent wasn't enough for you? Nothing. Nothing in 4K. That's literally his complaint. You're staring into nothing.
Witness the power!
You're too soft to do what's necessary.
My name is Osman Sadler.
Okay.
The master of this fine...
Emilio, you can't have more detail to the shrine area by that cliffside.
I am Osman Sadler.
But it's like, bro, this game is such like graphically powerful. It's like, they had to at least shorten some things, bro. They have to cut off on some things. That's another thing, like the graphics in the first game, like, bro, RE4 OG is like a gigabyte. Like 3 gigabytes. So it's like, yeah, I can look off into the distance and see, I guess, more fog. But will that change the experience in the remake? You know what I'm saying? I do understand, though. In the reimagining, they make the cult less sciencey and more barbaric. Like, they're in a cave this time. Still the same badass. It's still badass.
Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me. To show my appreciation, I will help you awaken from your world of cliches.
Forsaken.
Me and Evan Fall enjoy without playing RE4 Remake. Nah. I fuck like, bro, wacky. I understand 100%. Like, there's some things that they probably added more detail in the OG, but bro, they probably had the space to do so. And my only criticism is Sadler. Sadler's presentation is kind of lackluster in the remake. I feel like Sadler in the OG was a lot more of a big bad because he was cool, calm, and collected throughout no matter what. And like this Sadler kind of throws a tantrum at the end, like, you disgraced the holy body. I'm mad. But Sadler in the end, in the OG, he's like, American. And he fucking just fucking like goes after you. It's like, that's what I like about Sadler in the OG. Like, this motherfucker did not care. He was chill as fuck to the end. He was chill until he died. That's a real nigga right there. Like, he was chill as fuck. That's one thing I can say. Sadler was cool, calm, and collected. Both of these final boss presentations are amazing. What? Look at his mouth! What's the difference? Look at his tentacles.
People of this world shall become one.
Leon doesn't jump on his back, on his neck. No, show the full cutscene of Leon doing a Superman jump and stabbing him. If you want to compare how he dies, show that. But you're not gonna show that in a reimagining one. You're only gonna you're cutting it off short because this is a biased video. I love that though.
Sorry, Leon. Hand it over.
No, Leon's. I didn't realize Leon's face in this shit had.
Hand it over.
Look at his face. He's like, awkward.
Hand it over.
Ada, you do know what this is.
Side eye. That's a thumbnail right there for something. It is. I gotta make it something. I did not realize his face there. Thank you, Crowbcat, for your fucking shitty opinion.
What are you doing?
I found gold.
Nothing personal, Leon. Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it.
Because he was more funny than serious because they couldn't probably convey his emotions with the tech. Exactly. He's mad she didn't jump face first into helicopter blades.
I'll take good care of it.
Ada!
Gotta go. If I were you, I'd get off this island too.
She really pushed it.
Damn. It's a fire pose.
Better get a move on.
It didn't show her asking
Better
if
get a
he's
move
coming.
on.
And him
See
saying
you
no.
around.
To show that their dynamic changed. But okay.
Very cute.
Water!
Hang on, sweetheart.
Niggas when they see still water.
You like thrill rides? You're gonna love this.
Watch it look. Maybe it was like time constraints or something on that. Ashley did not fall into water.
Come on. Let's go home.
Sounds like a great idea. Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
Not quite.
Ashley did not
still
fall
have to
in the
get you
water.
home safe.
Mission accomplished, right?
Mission accomplished.
Both endings are good.
Home safe.
Well, I guess this one's soulless because they say different things.
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.
Somehow I knew you'd say that, but it doesn't hurt to ask, you know?
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested.
Dude, Ashley doesn't act like she had just been kidnapped by Carl's kid multiple times. Exactly.
Even if you could use a lesson in
Ashley did not want to fuck Leon at the end. What the fuck? This is such a shit. Soulless, 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 soulless. So that's how you sound. Ashley didn't allude to fucking Leon at the end.
I saved it. Come on. Let's go home.
Even at the end, she still flirted with him at the end. I mean, when the girl's a decade younger doesn't want to smash. Like, bro. They ride up to the sunset. Beautiful ending on both parts. Beautiful ending on both parts.
Who was that woman anyway?
Why do you ask?
Come on, tell
Leon
me.
talked about Ada earlier
She's like
when they're in the cave in the remake.
Let's leave it at that.
Before he goes to kill Sadler. We talked about her just a little bit earlier instead of at the ending. Cut content. It's a Gatling gun in a fucking church, man. I don't know what you want. The giant fucking like swinging pendulums. Cut. Bad. This part, bad. Picking the side is bad because usually people just pick the giant because he's slow, get the key and leave. This time they want to introduce you to all the characters like the Chainsaw Sisters. Truck, bad. There's no truck. Only section I miss is the Ashley truck section. This part, bad. The mine's bad. Being trapped with the Gerador, bad. The giant fucking wheels for no reason, bad. Our gallery's still here, it's just reimagined. And they don't have rocket launchers. Ashley getting trapped in the remake wouldn't make any fucking sense. U3. I think U3 is gonna be an Ada's thing. The statue's back. It's just reimagined. It's just not the giant chasing statue. Because why would the cult try to kill Ashley? Doesn't make any sense. They want Ashley. Truck section is the only section I miss. And lasers. But in a way, it makes sense because the lasers don't really lead to anything. Fire-breathing lava pit. It's gone. What the fuck?
Hunnigan, is that you?
Finally, the line's jack free.
Hey, Hunnigan, no glasses.
Forget the glasses. What's the status of the mission?
I've rescued the subject. We're returning home.
You did it, Leon.
Thanks. You know, you're kind of cute without those glasses. Give me your number when I get back.
May I remind you that you're still on duty?
You mean when the remake something?
Story of my life.
You mean when the remake reimagine stuff? He doesn't flirt with Hunnigan at the end. So, game bad. He doesn't flirt with Hunnigan at the end. The golden era of video games is gone. Just because games have ultra-realistic graphics these days, people think they're in the best shape they've ever been. But nope, far from it. What are you guys talking about? You sound like old man yelling at clouds, bro. Shit take. I do not like it at all. That was a shit opinion. This is legitimately how he looked the entire time. Me, when video game doesn't have me looking up skirts and things are different after 18 years. Me, when things are never going to be the same again, man. Look at me. Things are never going to be the same again with gaming, okay? Okay. Can I just grab you real quick? Can I just grab you real quick? Things are never going to be the same. It's okay for things to change, to grow, to get out of things, okay? 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 You don't have to look up any skirts. You don't have to make fun of black people. You don't have to do any weird things, okay? It's okay for games to change and grow with the times. It's okay. Gaming has grown. You are not the only audience anymore. People are interested in playing everything and they want inclusivity. It's not censorship. It was weird back then and it's weird now.